pork chops. Phone 5 minutes hard drop. Keep her till it's phone catch. Life ain't fed. I cannot forget. All the fake live to 100. And all the real gotta get put to rest. I'm finna start blocking these producers. I don't wanna talk, cause that's sweet. You feel a way about what I say, damn. You cool, I made this beat.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. On this very special day, let me be the first to wish everyone out there a happy Veterans Day. We'll watch the Memphis Grizzlies in this one as they go up against the New York Knicks here in New York. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. And a moment to check out who New York has coming up. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Franz Wagner and the Orlando Magic. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat.
And looking at that Mavericks matchup, this is one we've all been waiting for. Two of the best teams in the league going at it. And you know whoever wins is going to be viewed as a finals contender.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. They've got Williams, Zach Edey out there with Jackson. Then there's Ja Morant. And for New York, we've got Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Brunson in at the point. When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
Now here's Jackson. That one goes in.
Well, usually a guy who's more inside or out beyond the arc. But the mid-range isn't an area that Jackson Jr. needs to avoid.
Soft touch off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Hits the trifecta.
And though he has a scorer's mindset, Brunson willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Williams. Jackson outside. Here's Edey. Drops in the layup for two.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Memphis shooting their first free throw of the evening. Talk about a high-variance team. The Grizzlies keep you guessing, Coach.
Yeah, they do. They're young, brash, a ton of talent, and at times they've seemed poised to take over the West, but it hasn't happened yet.
Now here's Morant. There's Jackson with the three. Drains the triple. Jackson's got 7 points in the game.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
And the basket by Bridges.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Barring his second of 3 attempts.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges so tough inside.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I'm going to go Mike Brown highway for that. He's focused on Jaren Jackson Jr. tonight, always a big problem for opponents. Coach told me Triple J does the 2 things we all want, hit threes and block shots. He's won a Defensive Player of the Year, so we're talking about one of the toughest guys to game plan for because he's really good at both ends. Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. After the basket by New York. Foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul.
And there's just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Williams from long range. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. New York trailing. It's Hart on the wing. From the arc. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Oh, and Towns with the block.
Yeah, good to see Towns being engaged on defense. Just great timing to come up with the rejection.
Hart with it, guarded by Morant. The kick out to Brunson. The deep three. The long distance three is buried.
I just love the ball movement.
For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Jackson for 3. Missed it. 3 for 6 now. New York with the ball. Good momentum. 8 straight points. Shots good by Hart.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And so Tomas Isalo calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Shamit, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. The Grizzlies making a switch here. And this gives us a chance to check in on the season's best three-point shooting teams. Number 1, the Knicks.
Having the shooters they have, the best three-point shooting team in the league, it opens up the whole court by stretching the defense out.
Grizzlies trail by 3. Morant looking around. Jackson outside. Edey. It's good on the putback.
Well, it's so tough trying to keep Edey off the boards. When he's being aggressive like this, he's a real wrecking ball.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Memphis with a rebound. And this game, the first chance they've had to see New York. Pass to Morant. 1:03 left in the first. Jackson for 3. Hey, he's looking good so far. 4 for 8 from the field.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Here's Shamit. It's Hart on the wing. Fires for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists in the game. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Aldama outside. Back to Morant. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Clock at 6. For 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. And here's New York now. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Shamit. And the Knicks, another 3.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
From deep, Morant. Oh, Robinson with a block. Josh Hart getting it done for the Knicks. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Knicks leading by 4. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, the Knicks look to go a little deeper down their bench this season. To that end, they signed veterans Jordan Clarkson and Gershon Yabusele. They fortified their reserves, and they hope it will bolster their roster for another deep playoff run.
Put him in good position. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. On the court for Memphis, Brandon Clark out there with Santi Aldama. Then there's Jalen Wells. Then it's Ty Jerome. And it's Spencer in at the point. And so it's Memphis with it after New York picked up the 3 with their last shot. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. In an era of title or bust thinking, it's noteworthy that the grit and grind Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. He's checked in for New York. All right, let's have a look and see who is leading the league in field goal percentages. Second, Jalen Brunson. In the third spot, Josh Hart.
The shooting has been phenomenal from both of these guys this season. Just look at the percentages they're maintaining.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Bridges outside. It's Shamet on the wing. Takes a three. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
With a handful of games played now, we can start to get a sense of how things might shape up this season, Stan.
Yeah, you can get a feel for how things might stack up in a few months' time. You see which teams have put something special together and which teams still have work to do.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Here's Morant after the basket by New York on the other end. Inside, here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Now here's McBride. Still no points.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Williams' shot is good.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
New York leading by 10. It's Bridges on the wing. 9 points in the game. He buries it from 3. Shamet's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Well, that's his third three-pointer in this game, and 2 of those came in the second, so he might be heating up.
So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. In for New York. Jalen Brunson comes in for Bridges. Then for Memphis, Edey comes in for Clark. And it's Jackson in for Aldama. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's his second foul. I don't know if they'll sit him. It's a tough decision.
New York on D. Morant, the pass to Williams. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. These are his first free throws of the game.
Miles McBride at the line, 2 shots.
And he makes a first. Well, Stan, after last season, the Grizzlies brass, quite candid, they weren't close to being championship caliber.
Well, it's a brutal business, PA. You can have a ton of talent, but sometimes there are just certain teams that stand in your way.
Comes up empty down low. And the Knicks with possession. They're on a 16-6 run. Brunson passes to Towns. Here's McBride. Sinks the tray. McBride's got 4 points this quarter.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Brunson against Morant. 4-3. The Knicks with the rebound. They've been on a heater of late. 7 wins in a row.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
And so Tomas Isalo calls a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. There's a minute 17 left in the second. Williams passes to Morant. They need this. And the layup is good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. It's an 18-point game. Off target with the 3. Memphis has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. There's Jackson with the 3. Good. And the setup by Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist with that last one. Down low. Here's Anunoby. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Just leaping up to the rim, no one could get in Anunoby's way.
23-26.
Morant against Brunson. Let's go with a 3. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Ooh, poked away. And stolen by Brunson. On up the court. Here's McBride. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. And stolen by Brunson. And so that brings the first half to a close. Knicks out in front, leading by 14. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Hello, everybody. The news is in. Players of the week have been named. Let's see who's hot. And guys, allow me to digress. Anybody care to explain what I saw in the catering area a few minutes ago?
No, Ernie. Shaq started it. I promise you, Ernie, it was not me. I never throw the first chicken wing.
Yeah, I can't believe you just snitched Kenny.
Well, I don't care who did it. You're both cleaning it up.
But Ernie, it was Kenny.
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the New York Knicks.
A key part of this one, their bench production. Those guys can heat it up in a hurry. Give the starters a little rest. Can't ask for more than that.
Wash, rinse, repeat. You guys wouldn't understand that because it involves shampooing. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Boy, how about Jaren Jackson? An impressive effort here today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now.
I like that. Towns attacking the rim with intent.
Grizzlies trail by 16. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul so far.
First team foul.
Morant finds Williams. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brunson. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at the Grizzlies, they're in 10th place, but it's early on, so they have time to recover.
You know, for Memphis, they're sort of where we expected them to be at this point. A tough opponent, but not a team that you fear.
Yeah, the middle of the pack seems to be right where they belong. They don't want to get complacent or to start pressing.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. And an Obi for three. The shot off that time.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Edey. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And, Coach, we see more and more teams looking to push the pace. What took so long?
I don't know what took so long, B.A. I think what happens as coaches and as players, you realize that it's tough to score against the best defensive team in the half court where their defense is set. And so if you can get the ball down the floor quickly and beyond the attack before they are locked in, you got a much better chance to generate quality shots.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Head number 23. Second personal foul. First team foul. Mikal Bridges at the line. One shot.
That's good from Bridges.
And every year, Bridges seems to take another leap. His work ethic and drive to improve is impressive.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Jackson. Edey with a screen on Hart. To the inside. Outside for Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Williams from long range. Good. And the setup by Morant.
3 points.
Morant's got his 5th assist in this one. Knicks leading by 14. Just an electrifying style on the court for John Morant. And Grant, he's not shy when it comes to confrontation.
Oh, yeah. No, he's not ducking any smoke. But part of his maturation is choosing his battles, including trying to preserve his body from those fearless forays to the rim.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Teammate Josh Hart may call Jalen Brunson the king of New York. But Brunson says, I would never consider myself a face of the franchise, but I'm a leader of this team. That's what I want to do, and I am grateful for the opportunity. I don't take this for granted. Guys, back to you.
Staying humble. Allie, thanks very much for the report. And so Tuomas Isalo calls the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Let's go!
At the best passers in the league. The 4th spot held by John Morant.
He has a great eye for where to send the ball, and you know his teammates love playing with an unselfish guy like him.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. And Williams punches it home.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. Here's Brunson. Off the left rim and out.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
possession. Powered it down.
You see here just how good Moran is at spotting openings, then moving the ball into them.
Hart from long range. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. And that's 11 points for Josh Hart.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Now here's Williams. 7 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Here's the three. He can't get that one to fall. Knicks leading by 18. It's Bridges on the wing. Pass to Towns. Now here's Brunson. The three ball. And again, New York with the triple.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from three is a beautiful thing.
Knicks lead 59-38.
And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. The Knicks making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Jerome's checked in for Memphis. Williams looking around from downtown. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Hart from long range, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Memphis has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Jerome, that's good.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Towns, and the layup is good. Towns has got 4 points now in the quarter.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Jerome finds Jackson. 29 seconds left in the third. And here's Jerome. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Williams. Launches it. Towns with a rebound.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of a slump.
Outside Brunson from behind the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Well, he's still battling, doing everything possible to keep them in this game.
And so it's New York, up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. We've got Brandon Clark. Ja Morant is out there with Ty Jerome. Then there's Santi Aldama, and it's Spencer in at the three.
Yeah, he's looking pretty much unstoppable. Morant making the defense regret that physicality.
So for the Knicks, Yabusele comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Kolek comes in for Anunoby. Stan, he's one of the most exciting players in the league right now. What makes Ja Morant so special?
Well, look, B.A., his explosiveness. Sometimes he makes you nervous with how much he throws his body around. But what I love about Ja is that it shows he has no off switch. He plays with intensity.
And now the Knicks on the break. Takes the three. Memphis with a rebound. Here's Spencer. And here's Morant outside. And again, it's Memphis missing.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
And stolen by Jerome. Left side, Morant. And it's Morant again missing.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. and he couldn't.
A nice shot by McBride.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Pass to Jerome, beyond the arc, and a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 8 assists here tonight.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game. Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Here's Morant. It's hauled in by Robinson.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
And the basket by Shannon.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Knicks lead, 78.
Left side, Morant. Clark, the pass to Aldama. Another 3 for Memphis.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight. Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. For Memphis, they've got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Pass to Spencer. The 3. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Unselfish play by Morant. He's all for finding the available perimeter shooter.
Yabusele outside. New York working the ball around now. Here's Kolek. Launches a 3. Fires it in the triple.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Now here's Morant. Here's Aldama. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Knicks.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And they earned win number 9. Each win so important in this league.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Jalen Brunson.
Well, he was the catalyst for them tonight. Played a great all-around game, and you could see his teammates feeding off his energy.
Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
They're on a little run right now, but I'm wondering, where was this energy earlier?
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
Second team foul. Substitution on the floor.
Here's the Grizzlies with the ball. 40 seconds left in the final quarter, and that one's good. Morant.
Well, the defense is going to give Morant that shot. They're trying as hard as they can to defend the rim. That opens up the mid-range jumper.
Now here's Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Here's Dadier. Gets to the corner and hits it.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
Yeah, they have made the most of their transition chances.
And so New York takes this one by a big margin. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.
Money spread, money spread.